Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the House of European Football here in Nyon for the 24-25 UEFA Women's Champions League quarter-final and semi-final draw. Last season's quarter-finalists came from an incredible 7 different countries. This time around, however, we are left with 8 clubs from the top 4 associations. None of them strangers to this competition. One might call them the heavyweights. We have reigning champions Barcelona, record 8-time winners Olympique Lyonnais, and former champions Wolfsburg and Arsenal, and not to mention Chelsea, Bayern Munich, Manchester City and Real Madrid seeking to edge their name onto the trophy for the very first time. History has also been made as Man City's first appearance in this round since 2021 makes it 3 English clubs in the quarterfinals, the very first time any association has achieved this feat. And what is crystal clear already is that all of these teams will come with star-studded lineups which have just gotten even more attractive, thanks to some seismic transfer moves that have shaken the women's football landscape and that have broken records. United States international Naomi Gema and Jenna Neiswanger joining Chelsea and Arsenal respectively. Brazilian superstars Caroline and Tassiani joining Man City and Lyon, and not to mention the many transfers of top European talent. So the pressure is on and the stakes could not be any higher to reach the final in the beautiful city of Lisbon, which will be hosting the Women's Champions League final showpiece already for the second time. Did you know that the first one was hosted in 2014? Times 2014 were really different. Sportingly, it was one of the best finals we've ever witnessed. Some may say with a bit of bias like myself. But despite that great match and despite the great hosting effort, the stadium back then was still only half full. And we needed a concert before the match to attract a bigger crowd. That was the reality back then. But now we're selling out finals almost in the blink of an eye. And that's what we aim for this year's final too. A final that will close the curtain on a very successful first club competition cycle and that will set the scene for our next exciting chapter with an 18-team Women's Champions League stage awaiting us and a second club competition in the pipeline. Of course, excuse myself, it's the UEFA Europa Cup. We have a name by now and many more things to come. Because one thing is for sure, European women's club football will never stand still. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a look, to put the spotlight on our wonderful clubs. These quarterfinals will be fun. I don't think we are promising too much to you. So moving a step closer to the draw, you all know I don't like to do draws by myself, especially not now where I have a very, very big ball to juggle myself. So I need some help on my side here on stage. And I was lucky again to invite a special guest. This player, she has 145 caps for her country. She scored 29 goals. She has 11 domestic league titles, 6 domestic cups. And that's why she's a trailblazer, really, in Portuguese women's football. And that's also why she's our finals ambassador. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, let's first take a look at who she is, and then we'll welcome her on stage. Please give a warm applause to Carla Couto. Hi, Carla. Thank you so much for coming. Everything okay?
Yes, everything okay.
Not your first draw, huh?
Yes.
So
it's not the
you're
first.
experienced.
Yeah, a little bit.
Carla, let us before we get to the draw in the Champions League, let us talk a little bit about Portugal.
Yeah.
I mean, your clubs were performing very well in the last years. You're in the top 5 associations now. Your national team as well, regular participant in Euros and World Cups. What's the key to success in your country?
The key of our success is the investment by Portuguese Federation and the clubs. We have more players, more clubs, and more national teams. We invested in the better infrastructures and the change of mindset. It's also the key for our success.
Absolutely, the mindset is probably the biggest key success factor in here. And sticking a bit with the national team, you know, we have the Women's Euro around the corner, the Navigators, the Portuguese national team. What can they achieve? What is your expectation?
I have a big expectations. We have a difficult group with world champion Spain, but I believe the Navigadoras will give...
Sounds better than when I say it. I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
Will give everything they have.
I'm sure they will, and a very good coach as well. So we're looking forward to this group. And now turning a little bit to the Champions League final. I said it's the second time in Lisbon. Yes. How nice is that? It comes back home. How important is it to have the final now?
Yeah, it's an honor for us to have this final and the top players in my beautiful city, Lisbon.
You can say it, it's true.
Yeah, okay, it's my beautiful because I'm live in Lisbon. I hope we'll inspire more and more girls to play and motivate our fans to watch the football. Women's football.
I'm sure we will do that together. And the key question, you know, every player gets, is who will win this year's competition? Normally all players say, oh yeah, Nadine, yeah. Give me political answers, but maybe you would like to say your favorite? Or?
It's a difficult question, but we have 8 great clubs, but if you want
I force you?
Yeah, you force me?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, but I support Kika Nazaré and I choose Barcelona.
Very brave of you. Okay, Barcelona will win it again. Thank you very much, okay, Carla. That was really a nice chat, and we are one step closer to the draw. But before you and I can get ready, there's one person missing on stage, and this is our head of competitions who will tell us how the draw works. So please welcome David Guff.
Hi Nadine, hi Carla, hi everybody.
To the point as usual.
I'll keep it straightforward, a simple procedure for a straightforward draw. So the 8 teams in today's draw have been seeded into 2 pots. The 4 group winners, Arsenal, Barcelona, Chelsea and Lyon. And the 4 runners-up, Wolfsburg, Real Madrid, Bayern and Manchester City. The group winners will be drawn against a runner-up from a different group. The runners-up will play the first leg match at home. We start by drawing a runner-up to be placed as the home team in quarter-final 1, and then we will draw a group winner as their opponent, and we will repeat this process for the remaining ties. If a group winner is drawn to play against a runner-up from their group, the winner will be placed as the visiting team in the next tie, and another team will be drawn in its place. Should a clash be possible when drawing the last 2 ties, the teams will be drawn and assigned. So, straightforward enough?
You always remain my favorite part of the draw. So, Carla, you and we start. I give it a little stir. You do all the balls. I don't at all. I simply step back and enjoy the reactions of our clubs. See if their smiles are still there after the quarterfinals, after the first draw.
Oh, difficult.
Well, we do, you know. Please, no juggling.
No, I don't.
Did we do such a good job?
Yeah.
Finally. Well done, team. Huh? These balls are really close.
She's really struggling.
I tried.
Let me do that.
Okay.
Voila. You made it difficult for her. Who was that?
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid is our first team drawn. Wonderful. And now we determine the opponent of Real Madrid, who already have reached the quarterfinals in past seasons. Let's see if they can go further.
Arsenal.
And it will be Arsenal, the only English team, the only English team that won the Women's Champions League. Perfect. Arsenal against Real Madrid. I hope this is a bit easier, thankfully.
Manchester City.
Manchester City, it is. Wonderful. Manchester City have been already in the semi-finals on 2 occasions. Who's City playing against?
Barcelona.
Well, no, this is not possible because Barcelona and City already played each other, so Barcelona will be moved 1 tie further. We steer again, exactly, and find the opponent of City first, and it will be
Chelsea.
There you go, an English derby, Chelsea against City. No match lost yet for Chelsea this season. And
Wolfsburg.
VfL Wolfsburg will take the position, 2 times Champions League winners against. Please again start with the runner-up. Tell us the last tie Wolfsburg will play against Barcelona.
Bayern Munich.
So we know the last tie, and it is Bayern against. Show us that we did everything correctly. The clubs are still mostly smiling.
Olympique Lyonnais.
Good. Olympique Lyonnais. Thank you very much, Carla. That was already the first draw, the quarter-final draw. Let's do a quick recap. We see Real Madrid playing against Arsenal, Manchester City against Chelsea, Wolfsburg against Barcelona, and Bayern Munich against Olympique Lyonnais. Means we're ready to move on to the semi-final draw. David, what's the draw procedure for this draw?
Another straightforward one. We have 4 balls representing the winners of the quarterfinals. The first ball drawn will play the first leg at home against the second. Then we repeat the procedure. There are no restrictions.
Wonderful. You're almost done with your work. You're enjoying?
Yes.
Yeah? Would you come back?
Yeah.
Good. So, let's see what are the pathways for our clubs. Who will they meet in the semi-final?
Winner of quarter-final 3.
Okay, the winner of quarter-final 3. So, either Wolfsburg or Barcelona.
Winner of quarter-final 2.
Will play against Manchester City or Chelsea? So tell us the final pairing of the semi-final 2.
Winner of quarter-final 1.
So Real Madrid or Arsenal? Against?
Winners of quarter-final 4.
Obviously, exactly. So, thank you very much. Let's also do a quick recap here. Semi-final 1 will be VfL Wolfsburg or FC Barcelona against Manchester City or FC Chelsea. Semi-final 2, Real Madrid or Arsenal will face off against FC Bayern or Olympique Lyonnais. Thank you very much. And now one very small draw to go, but purely for administrative reasons, right?
Exactly. Purely for operational reasons, we will determine which semi-final winners will be considered as the home team in the final. And as usual, the first ball drawn will be the home team.
Okay.
Carla, please tell us who's the home team.
Winners of semi-final 2.
Okay, so we determined the home team. It will be the winners of semi-final 2 and show us that we did everything correctly.
Winners of semi-final 1.
Thankfully, we did, and you did as well. Everything correctly. Thank you very much, Carla. You've been fantastic. This already concludes this very short but straightforward but very important quarterfinal draw. The route has been set for the Women's Champions League final on the 24th of May in the beautiful José Alvalade Stadium. Just one more important thing. Later today, we will reveal the ticketing information for the final. So, and if you remember correctly, last year's final, the first wave of tickets was sold out in just 30 minutes. So better be quick and better go on UEFA.com to set up your accounts and get all information, because the actual ticket ballot for the final will be on the 20th, will open on the 20th of February. So I think that is all the most important information. And now we mark this occasion as well with a super, not as big will the real tickets be, but I think this is, for people like me, if you're not well adversed in the internet, you click on this barcode and then you will get your way to buy tickets. So there you go. We're ready, and Lisbon can come, no? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Well, wonderful. Thank you very much. And we wish you all the very best of luck for your matches, and thank you for coming, and goodbye from Nyon.
Bye.